And this first kit from Asheville City is all about belief and believing. And for a community that was hit hard last year by the floods that hit Western Carolina and the Appalachian Mountain area in the city, this kit is special to them. So without further ado, here is the Asheville City Believe Kit. And right there. There it is. Yeah, and honestly, Asheville City is constantly doing things like this. They're constantly trying to be different. And as we see a little bit later here with another League Two team, try to be their own identity.
Mm-hmm.
Asheville continues to do that. And obviously, I don't think they'll ever get a League One team, but the way that they produce their kits and their quality and much effort that they've connected with their community, I wouldn't be surprised because they are putting out fully professional kits and great designs that are better than some of the current championship sides. And that's usually my first indicator in teams who are serious.
Yeah, exactly. Like especially when a League Two team, because they're technically amateur. You know, they're not playing their players. You know, we've talked to owners before. This is like a part-time job for some of them because, you know, it's not like they're producing a huge amount of money.
Right. And at most they're trying to break even.
Yeah. Just trying to be a little bit in the black to do the same thing next year.
Right.
And when the team is putting in the extra effort for a beautiful kit, I mean, then that's exactly what this is. But even some of their more plain kits are still distinct.
Yeah.
And I will always call it Asheville, but because of the little E in there, but I always love the nice Asheville kits.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the city one comes out to. And, you know, it goes to the name Believe. You know, you could put a little bit of faith into this with the stained glass window and the doves, you know, the peace doves and everything like that. But you know, it goes back to the old story where Noah sends out the dove, who brings back the olive branch, and it has the branches on here. So it's all about after the flood,
which is
there is after the flood. So
on the dot for what
exactly
the president of North Carolina experienced last year. So we obviously know kind of the backstory and what to expect from Asheville here. You want to start us off with your thoughts with kind of actually what this kit, how good this kit is?
Yeah, I absolutely love this, and this is one of my must pickups, honestly. And I know we're not talking about prices yet, but I'm going to do it anyway. Sorry, but they're $65, $65 for a Hummel. I will say it is like the kind of looser Hummels, like they're not necessarily the tight fitting one and stuff like that, but $65. And like I work out and I have an Asheville jersey and I work out in it. Like they're very comfortable, very breathable. So $65 for a really nice Hummel, beautifully customized, beautifully touched jersey, easy pickup.
Right. Easy.
Yeah. Design and aesthetics, I gave this a 5. Like I just look at this and I'm like, that it's beautiful. That's art. My only hope is that it's like honestly somewhere like in a church somewhere close to them or something. I doubt it is because it has the specific meaning to what happened.
Right.
But authenticity and tradition, this is the only thing I knocked off on it. And I don't know why I did. My whole thing is like technically, if we didn't know like the background of this, you know, it could just be a beautiful mural for any city, technically. You know, like St. Louis just had floods, some other places have floods. So like you wouldn't be surprised if you saw this in Nashville or something. And like, and it's not their colors, like orange isn't necessarily their typical. I know it's the third kit and they're supposed to go out there. It's a second kit? Okay. But it's not an away kit.
Yeah, it is. It's their away kit. Because the home kit's the blue.
Is this what they wear every away game?
Because it's a high contrast to the blue.
Well, yeah,
Orange is the highest contrast.
and
So,
that's true. It's on the opposite of the circle.
mhm,
But
or you know.
yeah, bum bum bum, little star.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I gave that a 4. But that was it. Like visual details and execution. They hit this on the head. Like everything's so cool about this. I love the stained glass murals. I think they're really cool. I could see if you're not necessarily a religious person or like anti-organized religion that you
right.
might have some sort of like tiff with this.
To
But
be honest, as to your point, I didn't even recognize that as something that was a thing on this kit. I just saw that they had birds on it, and I went with it. And like a stain, like the stained glass that you'd see at a church, but not the religious allegory, potentially with the kit. So
and that
that's
could
just
just be
me being
me
oblivious.
me making connections. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I think it's there, but again, that could just be me making connections from my
right,
past. So
right.
I could be grasping at straws too. Uh, but innovation and impact, I mean, that's a 5 for me.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love this. And like I said, for $65, this thing's definitely on my must
Pickup
grab
list.
list.
Yeah, this is high on mine as well. As when I rate it from a design and aesthetic, it's a 5. It's perfect. It's what I expect from Asheville. Um, it looks really good, and I love it. It's the type of eye-catching kit that I love to wear outside of my plain white ones that I have. I gotta have the balance like Thanos. You gotta have that balance. You gotta have the plain white kits with a little bit of detail, and then you gotta have the nice, loud, and fun kits on the side to pair up
Like
the two.
Thanos.
Yes, except I'm not choosing it at random. I'm picking my balance. So, um, yeah, so it's a 5 for me. I'd highly want this kit. I'm pretty certain it's on my birthday list. If it's not, I'm gonna get on that. For authenticity and tradition, to Fox's point, as I expect Asheville to be doing something like this and using the color orange as they've done, like the one that Fox talked about, it was white with pink and orange. So you got to contrast to blue. Um, I can't tell where if this mosaic, because none of the promo, actually, I didn't see any promos for this. And
Yeah,
I
like
might have to look hard.
how are they not advertising this kit
I
like
don't know.
a
It
lot?
kind of flew under the radar, and that fits into my later score. And so, and because I couldn't tie it to anything specifically there in Asheville, I dropped it down to a 4. It is a solid kit, and it's definitely something that Gesundheit,
I'm so sorry.
um, that would resonates well within the community. I just don't know how it ties directly to their community. So that's a 4 for me. Visual details and execution. I did give it a 4. Um, maybe being a little harsh, but I'm not changing my score. I probably could have given it a 5. I'm not. I didn't, and I'm gonna stick with my gut on that one. So it's a 4 there, but still a great kit. In terms of innovation and impact, it's a solid 4. This kit should be doing really good. It's a mosaic kit, stained glass window. Looks really good. Everything they do is phenomenal, but no one talked about this one. And like when I take innovation and impact, the innovation is up there. This is a beautiful kit. You don't see this, but the impact, I attuned to my social media prowess, and I didn't really see anybody, let alone the team, talking about this kit. And even though I think this kit is actually better than their home kit, yes, as we talked about in the past, home kits tend to be a bit more boring, dull,
Right.
straightforward. They follow a pattern. White kits they can be a little more fun. That's why I think this kit is actually technically better than their home kit. However, no one talked about it. And it's kind of a shame because this should be getting amplified from up top the Appalachian Mountains over there. And to tell everybody, look at this beautiful kit. So,
Yeah, you're not wrong. And honestly, not to jump in on your part, but like I feel like if you have something this beautiful, you should be talking about it a
yeah.
lot.
And I didn't hear anything.
Like they definitely put in the work, and I feel like we're talking a lot. We've talked about, like, I mean, I joke about this with my boys in Louisville, but you get a boring kit but good marketing,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
the
could just
opposite.
this is the opposite situation. And I feel like they get. I mean, maybe it could just be they're a League Two team and they couldn't afford, you know, the marketer. They might just have some intern or something because this is cool photos. They did a good job with the photography
Right.
and stuff like that, but just couldn't put out, you know, Mr. Intern out there just struggling, trying their
Hmm.
best.
Yeah. And
That's
yeah,
my biggest complaint. I feel like somebody dropped the ball
yeah,
on something that could have been awesome.
could have been. Yeah. And so with that, I gave it a 4.25. Fox is 4 or 5. This is a solid 4.5. Honestly, if you are a kit collector and you are unaware of League Two and W League teams, I beg you to pay more attention to them kit wise than the championship, super, or League One. Yes, support your local team, you know, whatever level they're in. But if you're a collector, I highly suggest you look at League Two. They're consistently the best kits year after year,
Just constantly,
constantly,
especially the
and
ones
they're
with
better
their own
priced
like
too.
identity.
Yes, yeah.
There's a lot
Eh,
of League Two teams we
no,
don't even talk about on the show because
there's a lot, but they're also cheaper too. Like this kit, it's a Hummel,
yeah,
65, and if they're probably a League One team, this would probably been $100 because they would have done different material.
right.
Um, But yeah, so that's a 4.5 from us with an astounding kit value, given it was $55 at 69.23. And I do believe
I
this
think that's
is
it.
in our top 10, if not top kit value of the year.
As to say, that's going to be a good. Um, Let me pull up my graphic here
Yes,
because
please.
I don't want to mess up the our other
Oh,
thing.
it is number 4.
Yeah, would you say 69? Yep. So it's right there behind St. Louis. Yeah, it went out St. Louis. That's because St. Louis is $45. So
Correct. Correct. So yeah, so as we keep emphasizing, Asheville knows how to make kits. They know how
oh,
to design them beautifully.
but you're talking League Two teams, right?
Hmm.
What's number one on our list?
W.
Sioux Falls, Lane United.
Yeah.
Is Lane United? They're League Two,
Yep.
right?
Me too. And then
St.
the
Louis
ambush.
Ambush, League Two, and then Asheville, and then Asheville,
Yeah. And
and
then
then
Des
Des Moines.
Moines, Des
Like they're
Moines,
Des Moines, San Francisco, Vermont
City,
Green just won.
West
Uh,
Seattle.
Let's see, and then New Mexico United was the
Bumped out.
only one that was not a League Two team, and it just got knocked off the top 10 because of the
So
Astro kit.
so that tells you here, just so everyone can see it. Just y'all can understand. Lead 2 and W dominates kit well designed kits and the kit value game is beyond um anything anything else. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out these teams. So back to this kit. So
I will be right back.
okay, so I will continue. Boom. So with that, that is Asheville City SC's Believe kit. Honestly, one of the best of the year. I love it. Looks great. Can't wait to see if I can